Hands up, bowls now, and this time it's hooked away. Here's a chance, and that's caught. It's got a glove, and the first wicket has fallen. Villani tried the bouncer again. Vold.
Different attack as well as Perry bowls that one. Nice and full, but driven straight. That's a very good shot from Redmayne, and that will be the opening boundary as it's pushed nicely. Perry again, that's driven very nicely straight down the ground by Redmayne, bowled into the slot and hit cleanly for 4. 1,000 people.
That was flirting with danger, but she managed to work that one through the gap. Elyse Villani can't catch that one. That was a dinky little edge there from Knott. That should race away to the boundary for 4. Tess Flittoff can't get there. It's caught! Caught and bowled. Molly Strano again. As soon as she comes on, she makes it impact. That one zipped in, and that's well struck there by Knott. That'll race away to the boundary for 4. Through the covers. That's the way to play spin. Edge, and taken on the second bite. Meg Lanning takes the catch. 3 wickets down now, and the Victorians have their tails up. Georgia Wareham strikes with the ball, and that's the way to recover.
This time straight back over the bowler's head, 4 runs. There was a lot more conviction about that shot. Get you behind the run rate a bit. As coming down the wicket and advancing nicely as Jonathan drives wide of mid-on for 4. This has been a good contest. Pitched up, driven, straight to mid-wicket, out. The catch is taken.
Go through that field in a moment as that's hit aerially by Jonathan and picks the gap, square of the wicket. To that to obviously be able to maintain those levels of studies. It's a lofted ball that goes all the way for 6.
One straying down the leg side. That's worked away fine by Jess Jonathan, and it races to the boundary for 4.
To Jonathan bowling around the wicket. Jonathan edging and gone right on cue. Big thick outside edge. Very mumuch a weapon. Garth with a full of balls there, and Kimmins has given that a bit of something and picked the gap down. Fashion or can really change the complexion of this run rate. This time plays that with a soft depth ball around the corner. That's a nice little paddle, and that's gone all the way for 4.
Wareham again. This time it's full of driven, back over mid-off. Hinkley, first bounce over the rope, 4 runs. Molyneux bowls. Kimmins goes long. Has it got the journey? Yes, it has. Wareham tosses one up now. Michaela Hinkley will be caught at mid-on. Villani takes the catch, and that is the end of Michaela Hinkley. Good commence. And tosses it up, slogs it high, hasn't got much of it. The fielders come around, and the catch has been taken.
As Sophie Molyneux comes in, it's driven, lofted ball down the track on the bounce, out towards the cover boundary, and it goes all the way for 4. Well, a hint, see if I can figure that out. Molyneux comes in, that was tossed up, and it's been a lofted down the ground. It goes for 4 as well. So Johnston, final ball of her 9th over as Johnston came down the track and got the outside edge. Strano continuing. Prestwidge will take strike and will go the aerial route. Should be caught in the deep, and this time they hang on to one. Haven't always had the safest hands in the outfield, but it's Wareham who is the hot hand today, who's picked up 4. So Garth in there, bowls it on the leg stump, hits the pad. They'll scurry through for a leg bye with the field spread, and they get through that. So in the end, it was a 6-run over to finish. Hinkley 34, Kimmins 32, even Knott 23, and Harris 20, yep. Johnston 21.
Furling's the bowler, and on the middle, wrapped on the pads. Furling again, and again it's wide. This time it'll go to the boundary. Crashes that through cover. Furling bowls again, shorter, cut away. This time it's 4 more runs. A little bit straighter, but off the back foot. Villani on strike to Furling, and driven straight back past mid-off. 4 more runs. Elyse Villani moves to 21. Sipple, wide, driven, 4 runs. Same result. Beautiful batting.
Pulled away by Elyse Villani in characteristic style. That will reach the boundary again.
The other day when Villani made that big 100, that was even though they got Meg out relatively cheaply, and Molyneux.
And Villani pulls that one for another boundary. Straight delivery work down the track by Sophie Molyneux, caressing that down the ground. It should reach the boundary rope. Villani goes bang! Has it got enough meterage for a 6? No, 1 bounce inside the rope.
Constant debate around cricketing circles is the notion of overrates, as Villani just squeezes that one between bat and pad. Good running by Molyneux to scamper down the other end, and it means another half century. Of course, the all-rounder. And that one is outside off stump. The keeper was very interested. Jonathan not so much. She came to the party a little bit later on. 16. Into Molyneux, who again goes in the air on the bounce. It will beat the diving cover and it'll go away for 4. And Molyneux this time, low to the ground. Good catch. Very nicely taken there by Hinkley. To Lanning this time, he pushes forward, struck on the pad, not out. All facing up. Jonathan has her rattled at the moment. Lanning comes down, hits it in the air and is caught. Well, what a victory that is for Jonathan. Beat her 3 times in a row. Jonathan closing out her third over. 2. Perry hit on the pad. That is very close.
Elyse Perry rocks back, cuts that one straight through point with great penetration. Villani pulling that one away through mid-wicket. There's not a lot of coverage out in the deep, and as a consequence, it reaches the boundary for 4.
Harris bowls, tossed up, driven over mid-off. Oh, easily. 1 bounce, 2 bounces over the road. Johnson, that's on a better length. But Perry finds a gap through covers. I don't think the fielders in the deep will get to her. No, they won't. And Johnson's got another over. Villani pulls through mid-on. Don't worry about the drive through mid-on. That's a pull through mid-on for 4. Field.
Yeah.
Tossed up. Driven. Straight back down the ground. 4 runs. Elyse Villani brings up her 3rd century of the WNCL season. 101 not out. Magnificent batting. 1,000
Oh, she's on the way.
Well, there's 4 more. That one was tossed up by Not on this occasion.
And 17 not out in that run chase. So New South Wales going well. That one was angled down leg side again, and Perry thought she'd help it on its way and down to the boundary for 4. Simple to Villani. That one nice and short and just pulled down square of the wicket through the gap for 4.
Perry pulls that one away, and that'll bring up a said 72 required. Perry cuts that one through the gap. That is masterful. And down the track, Villani. It's high up in the air. Will this be caught? Oh, it's almost a collision, but it's taken by Grace Harris, and that brings to an end a fantastic. Elyse Perry skies that one in the air. There's no one out in that deep fine leg region. Will it reach the boundary? Yes, it does. Perry advancing down the track and well caught by Jess Jonathan. She's done that on a number of occasions in this WNCL season, moving to her right, and that ends a fantastic knock.
71 run balls required, 1 more for victory, and that's cut away, and that'll race away to the boundary. It's a victory to the Vicks. They do it in style with 6 wickets in hand and just around about 70 balls to spare, which they will be playing in now. And then